Hey Leo, how's it going? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome, guys. So I'm getting ready to do your August monthly tarot card reading, and I will be using the Gilded Tarot to do this read for you. And just so you know, I was guided by Spirit to bring in the Angel Tarot card deck. I'm going to pull a card at the end because it feels like there is someone here to support you. And this deck is going to show who that person is or give some sort of a clue, give the attributes of that person. So I'll pull that at the end after I do your read. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing fantastic and that you enjoy the reading. And I really hope that it resonates. But keep in mind, this is a general read. So, you know, bits and pieces could resonate while others don't. So anyway, I hope it's a good one for you. And I'm going to get started right away. I like to just, you know, punch it. So, okay, Leo, I'm going to pull some cards and then we'll talk about what they mean and then I'll do your reading. All right, so I feel like I need to do a deck cut and I'll pull the card from the top of that cut. Well then, okay. So we have the Five of Wands here for you. So you guys could be struggling at the starting line. You're like, okay, now, oh, no, false start. Okay, no, you know, and sort of going back and forth, and maybe there's a little bit of concern about stepping on other people's toes, which I've seen in your past readings, but this is different this time. I feel like an obstacle has been cleared for you, and you're just waiting for that right time. You know, so Five of Wands is saying choose that moment wisely, Leo, you know, so that you're received at the optimum level for success. So that's very interesting. I like that card. Even though, you know, the fives, they sort of, they're really like a dim card. They're, you know, but you have the ability to make things into a positive right now. And I feel like I'm stuttering a little bit. So I'm just going to go on a pause and have some tea. Hold on. Thanks for waiting. I'm not sure if anybody else watching has a stutter, but I notice it comes on for me sometimes. So I just need to take a break and kind of move past it. But anyway, so we left off with the Five of Wands, and let's pull another card here for you, Leo. Wow. Wow. Okay, so you've got the Ten of Cups here. So what you're waiting for is the pathway to your highest timeline. You know, and it's worth the wait. It's going to be worth everything that you've been through and sort of, I'm getting words like recycled garbage, and maybe you've been going through the same sort of experience. Might feel like a bit of a time warp where it's like, are we doing this again? Or have we not been down this road before? It feels like there was a loss of navigation for you, but there was some lesson to be learned in that loop, right? And you could have either consciously ignored it or subconsciously not gotten it. So there was something for you to grasp. And I feel like for many of you, it was standing up to somebody that was taking advantage of you. But anyway, all of that was for a reason. And now you have this ability to sit back and watch your highest timeline unveil itself. It's like the clouds will be parting for you in August, which is nice because it's also your birthday month for many of you. All right. This is all kinds of fabulous. So we do have the Three of Cups here. So I see people coming in that have your highest good. There could be people being dropped off for you that you may have been friends or work colleagues or, you know, associates with for years, but I've just gotten this undertone that the person that called themselves your closest ally was really using you as a shield and using you to their highest benefit. And I feel like many of you could have like footprints on your back, you know, or tire treads where somebody's like just using you for traction so that they can leap off. And I mean, I think that's cool if you're a party to it, you know, if you consciously decide with each other, okay, we're going to help each other do this and this. But for one person to utilize another person, you, as their jump off point without telling you, is that my voice? Totally uncool. And I feel like you guys have really been kind of seeing that and allowing it to happen. Mostly because you're such a good person. But the secondary reason would be that you just were a little bit stunned that it was happening. You know, you're like, what? How could? And I thought that I meant more than that. And for some of you, it could have been a romantic partner. So there was unfortunately a lesson in there for you. And maybe you finally learned it by sort of dropping the hammer and saying, no more, no more. You're not doing this to me anymore. And maybe this is a confrontation that still needs to happen with the Five of Wands, but you guys have reached the boiling point. And that's quite spectacular for a Leo, because Leo is patient and patient and patient until they're not, okay? So I actually just want to write that down. And I moved the camera. So anyway, I see a dissolution happening for you in August, and it could be a little bit painful, but it's also going to be for your highest good. Like your 10 of Cups opportunity will be revealed once you take that moment upon yourself to confront somebody that needs confronting, because I feel like they used you, took advantage of you, a little bit heartless here, you know, and just a total yeah, like a snake move, and from probably somebody that you least expected it. And it could have been revealed very recently, and you guys could still be a little bit raw from that. So we do have the Queen of Cups. And again, I feel like you guys have been aware of this for a while, and you've sort of been biding your time and watching somebody play out their hand a little bit. And some of you could be a little bit fresher, but the Queen of Cups, she has a very important lesson for you guys to learn. The Queen must carry herself with absolute dignity despite all drama. So, and this could have been, like, you could have been really closed off to everybody else in the bargain too, because there was so much pain to assimilate and sort of process. You know, because you could be thinking thoughts like, well, if my best friend did that to me, if my partner did that to me, if my business associate did that to me, who can I trust? So, like, sort of behind the veil of this comportment and dignity and, yeah, I'm cool. Why? You know, and maybe a little bit standoffish and having a little bit of a bumpy road to deal with, but doing it like a freaking rock star, Leo. Just like power through it. And there was a lot of emotion here. You've got a lot of cups on the table here. Very difficult life lesson for you, you know, and a very difficult departure for you is what I'm seeing here. Keep in mind, I have to tell you guys, this is a general reading. It might not apply to all of you, so don't be suspicious of everybody. So now we have the Chariot card here for you guys. So this is a depiction of absolute stagnant energy to me. You know, we've got the Chariot card being pulled by Sphinx. Again, you've got somebody very composed and regal here. So definitely a time of stillness, which could have felt like stagnation, could have felt very painful for you because you had kind of plenty of time to replay everything. Let's rewind the play, you know, zoop, and then watch it again, and then over and over and over again until it makes sense to you. And I think for some of you, you're really kind of blaming yourself Like, why didn't I see that? Why didn't I understand that? But many of you already understood it and saw the signs, but couldn't believe it. So you didn't want to say anything because you felt like you were going to be a false why am I getting accusator? And there's no such word as accusator. And I don't know which one of my spirit guides sort of throws me these lobs every now and again. But hello, that's not a word. But anyway, so there's a bit of a shock and awe and betrayal. But you'll have time to process it. And it's actually going to bring in people that resonate with you on a higher level. As well as unveil your highest timeline, because as long as you were being used as the apparatus for somebody else to achieve their highest timeline, your needs were placed secondary, but that you're not playing that game anymore. How's that? All right, so okay, so I've been shuffling the Angel Tarot card deck, and I was just about to pull this top card, and one of my spirit guides is like, stop. Okay, so I get it. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. There's somebody else there. So maybe it was the person here and you still are convinced that they can help you. Oh boy. Sometimes humans. Am I right? Okay. Yeah? Okay. So we have the King of Water here. So the King of Water, he is a water sign. Okay. Very, very interesting, because you have the Queen of Cups, which is the Queen of Water. So there is somebody that you're going to match up with a little bit more. And water signs are Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio for you. So it might seem a little bit cheesy to ask people, hey, what's your sign? That was always such a popular pickup line in the 80s. And I still think it's solid. I still think it's relevant. But there's somebody with... And I love these attributes that are described here on the card, saying trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. I have to turn this spotlight on. Okay, so it says, open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. So there is somebody going to come in that is going to replace this sort of broken trust, this broken faith, and this broken relationship that you guys have suffered through. Okay, so, and they're going to resonate with you right away. They're probably going to recognize that in you, you know, when you meet, or they're going to tell you things about yourself from your demeanor, even though you think that you're carrying it well, and you are. But this is going to be a person that's going to be able to look into your heart and soul, Leo, no matter how beautifully you disguise it. So August is going to be a month of revelations for you and higher expectations, new friendships, and a higher timeline becomes, and I got the words, wickedly available. It's like the curtain is going to be drawn, and it's going to be right there. And you just have to step onto it. So groovy doovy, guys. I'm going to wrap it up, and yeah, peace out. Bye.